Gurubhyo Namaha. From 141. Okay. From 141 to 148. Chitkala Ananda Kalika Prema Rupa Priyankari Nama Parayana Prita Nandi Vidya Nateshwari Mithya Jagadadhisthana Muktida Mukti Rupini Lasya Priyalayakari Lajjaramba Divandita Bhavada Vasudha Vrishtif Paparanyadavanana Daurbhagyatula Vatula Jaradvantara Viprabha Bhagyabdhi Chandrika Bhakta Chitta Keki Gana Gana Roga Parvata Dhambolir Mrityudharu Kutarika Maheshwari Mahakali Mahagrasa Mahashana Apanna Chandika Chandamunda Suranishudini Ksharatmika Sarvalokeshi Vishwadharini Trivargadatri Subha Trambaka Trigunatmika Swarga Pavargada Shuddha Japa Pushpa Nibhakrutihi Ojovati Dutidara Yanya Rupa Priyavrada Duraradhya Duradharsha Patali Kusuma Priya Mahati Merunilaya Mandara Kusuma Priya. Mahati also means Narada Vinay. Mahati is Narada's Vinay and Saraswati Vinay is called, what is that name? Saraswati Vinay oda per theriyuma?
Saraswati, she also has it.
She has the Veena, her Veena Kachapi. Kachapi means that, a tortoise. Her kodam will be like tortoise or something like that. So Kachapi Veena. Mahati Veena is of Naradars. Okay. Now next line. Viraradhya Viradrupa.
Viraradhya Viradrupa.
Viraja Vishvato Mukhi.
Viraja Vishvato Mukhi.
Mukhi K. Second K. Viraradhya Viradrupa. Viraja Vishvato Mukhi.
Viraradhya Viradrupa. Viraja Vishvato Mukhi.
Pratyagrupa Parakasha.
Pratyagrupa Parakasha.
Pranada Pranarupini.
Pranada Pranarupini.
Pratyagrupa Parakasha. Pranada Pranarupini.
Pratyagrupa Parakasha. Pranada Pranarupini.
Viraradhya Viradrupa. Viraja Vishvato Mukhi. Pratyagrupa Parakasha. Pranada Pranarupini.
Viraradhya Viradrupa. Viraja Vishvato Mukhi. Pratyagrupa Parakasha. Pranada Pranarupini.
Martanda Bhairavaradhya.
Martanda Bhairavaradhya.
Mantrini Nyastarajyadhuhu.
Mantrini Nyastarajyadhuhu.
Martanda Bhairavaradhya. Mantrini Nyastarajyadhuhu.
Martanda Bhairavaradhya. Mantrini Nyastarajyadhuhu.
Tripureshi Jayatsena.
Tripureshi Jayatsena.
Nistraygunya Parapara.
Nistraygunya Parapara.
Tripureshi Jayatsena. Nistraygunya Parapara.
Tripureshi Jayatsena. Nistraygunya Parapara.
Martanda Bhairavaradhya. Mantrini Nyastarajyadhuh. Tripureshi Jayatsena. Nistraygunya Parapara.
Martanda Bhairavaradhya. Mantrini Nyastarajyadhuh. Tripureshi Jayatsena. Nistraygunya Parapara.
Viraradhya. Veera, the term Veera is meant for those who have control over their senses completely. And there is no duality existing in them, that I, you, I, this, all these things. The duality that exists, it doesn't exist. They are called Veera, warriors. They are the warriors who have complete control over their mind and completely in union with the cosmic, universal consciousness. You call it as Brahman, that with the universal, it completely in union with that. They are called warriors. She is worshipped by those warriors, not people who go and fight in the battle. This battle is in the mind, again, with their own senses. So they are called warriors and they worship her. Virat Rupa. Virat means what? What is that? The sum total of all gross bodies. Stula Shariram. The total of all the Stula Shariram of the living beings, the sum total of that is called Virat. Virat, she is in the form that these are all things that go very deep into the, because Stula Sariram, Sukshma Sariram and Karana Sariram, all these things, they have got the sum total of each one is called one name. So Virat is meant for the sum total of all the gross bodies called Stula Deham. Okay, she is in the form of that. She is the aggregate of all gross bodies. Virat Rupa, Viraja. V means without, Raja means impurity. So without any impurity. She is the Brahman, so she is devoid of any impurity. Vishwato Mukhi. We saw one name, Sahasraksha, Sahasrabha. We saw the names like that. Thousands of eyes, thousands of faces, thousands of feet, everything is in thousands. So she has got faces in all directions. Vishwato Mukhi. Everywhere her faces are. When all the bodies is hers, the faces are also hers. No? So everywhere the faces are there. So wherever there is, like, when we say, like, the devotee can stand at looking at any direction and worship her. There is no restriction because she is Vishwato Mukhi. Her face is everywhere. She has got faces everywhere. Pratyak Rupa. Can you see her because she is everywhere? No. Pratyak Rupa. Pratyak means within you. You can see her only within you. Though she is the Virat Rupam. She is she has got Vishwato Mukhi. She has got thousands of faces. We say all these descriptions, but you cannot see her outwardly. You can see her only inward. That is what the beautiful this thing, like it was, I just from the Katha Upanishad. Paranchikani Vyatrunat Swayambhuhu Tasmat Parang Pashyati Na Antaratman. The Lord, which is, he is nobody created him, he is always present. Swayambhuhu. So he is always present. He created these senses, all the indriyas, with a fault, with a generic fault of going outwards. All our senses go outwards. Na antaratman. Parang pachyanti. Param pashyati na antara. It tends to go outwards but not inwards. So it is not our fault, it is our producer's fault, like the one who produced us, like this. That is Katha Upanishad. It is an inherent defect that the Brahman has ingrained, because it is like, absolutely left in our own efforts and our own dedication to take the mind inwards, to take the senses inwards. Everything will not be given in a platter, no? So you have to swim against the current. So what is tend to go out all the time, outwards all the time, you should bring it inside to look at her. I mean, to know her. To realization happens only within you, not outward. Okay? So Pratyagrupa, that is, she is visible only to those who turn inwards, not outwards. Parakasha, supreme Akasha. Akasha has normally 3 Akashas we mention. 3 Akasha we mention. One is within our heart. Okay? And one is one of the Panchabhutas. This Parakasha is beyond all this. Dharakasha is the heart, that is the Akasha within our heart. The Bhutakasha is the Panchabhutas, one of the Panchabhutas. Parakasha is something which is beyond all these things from which everything emerged, which is devoid of the influence of Panchabhutas, Niralamba. They call it as Niralamba. So it is, Brahmandam is there, the wall of the Brahmandam is there, and outside that is the Parakasha. This Brahmandam emerged from the Parakasha. So everything you can say to that extent, that Parakasham is the Parabrahma, to that extent. Because this is devoid of any influence of the Pancha, because everything that is created has got the influence of Panchabhutas. Without that, even our body, be it a plant, be it an animal, be it mountains, everything, they have got the influence of the Panchabhutas. The elements, basic elements that we call it as the cosmic elements, basic elements are the Panchabhutas. This Parakasha is not under the influence of, it is beyond the influence of the Panchabhuta. And you can say she is in the form of that Supreme Akasha because she is Brahma. Parakasha. Pranada. Pranada only, next?
Yeah.
Pranada. She is the giver of prana. Prana is our essential thing that makes us all feel we are living here. Prana is the main, what we say, it is not an element, it actually defines our existence, that we are still alive. Prana. She is the one who gives the prana, the vital breath. Prana Rupini, she is in the form of prana because she exists in everybody. When she lives, it means prana also lives, and this body no more. The soul doesn't exist in this body anymore. It goes off to some other place. So she is in the form of prana Rupi. Martanda Bhairavaradhya. Martanda Bhairava. Martanda Bhairava, sun is called, solar system is called Martanda Bhairava. Martanda Bhairava is one of the 12 senior, dominant, that popular 12 upasakas of the Sri Vidya. And Martanda Bhairava, I don't know, I don't want to explain this because there are 25 fortresses around the Sripura. And this one comes as the 23rd fortress. His Martanda Bhairava place is between 22nd and 23rd because it comes as fortress of ego. So that is there, that is his present. The description is beautiful in Lalitha Sahasranamam. There is the work by, Each one you have to take it and you have to just, each work is so beautiful. I don't know which one is like, you can enumerate that. Durvasa has written Lalitha Sahasranamam. It is called Arya Dvishati. 200 verses are there in that. The beautiful description of Srinaharam and Sri Chakaram has been done only mainly by Durvasa. I don't think anybody has been equal to that. Durvasa is one of the foremost upasakas. So, in the Falashruti of this, Ye Krura Drishya Vikshate Nama Sahasra Patakam Tan Andhan Kurute Shubram Swayam Marthanda Bhairava. Marthanda Bhairava, if someone actually looks at the one who is reciting the Sahasranamam, looks at him angrily, he is not doing anything, he is just looking at him angrily, then Marthanda Bhairava will make his eyes blind. The one who is reciting the Lalitha Sahasranamam, if someone is looking at him angrily, Marthanda Bhairava punishes him by blinding his eyes. That is what. Ye krura drishyate vikshate. And Bhairava also is a kind of a Shiva's form. Shiva's form is Bhairavas. Bhairava is
the dog also we say the
Bhairava, Vahanam, that's a dog. So actually, Manimallan, there is a demon named Manimallan who actually somewhere in the Karnataka district only it happened. Premapuram, the place in Karnataka district, that he was like, creating havoc here. And Shiva took the form of Bhairava and killed him. The story is very, very popular. Mallari Puranam in Maharashtra. In Maharashtra, the story is very popular, but the happening place is in Karnataka. That Premapuram, the name is Premapuram. That place only it happened, it seems. Mantrini Nyasta Rajyaduhu. Mantrini is the feminine form of gender, feminine gender of the minister. So Mantri, Mantrini. Ambal's Mantrini is Shyamalamba. Shyamalamba is called Shyamalamba is called Ambal's. She entrusted Shyamalamba with the administration of the entire universe. The entire universe has been administered because Varahi is called Raja Matangi. Shyamalamba is called Raja Matangi. Mantrini she is called. Raja Matangi she is. Raja Varahi is Varahi. Varahi is called Raja Varahi.
which we saw previously. We saw in the
previous this thing, no? Yeah. So Raja Varahi, she is the Senatipati of Ambal's this thing. This one is the Mantrini as well as the administrator. So the very specific thing about this Mantrini is, Shyamalamba is, that she wears the signet ring, sovereign ring given by Lalitha Ammal, as she is the administrator of the universe. She wears that ring. That is to prove her sovereignty of this universe. Signet ring she wears. Tripureshi. Tripureshi, there are 9 avaranas in the Sri Chakram. The first avarana is Trailokya Mohana Chakram, that is Tripura is the yogini of that, chief Ishwari of that. Second avarana is Sarvasa Paripuraka Chakram. Second avarana, which has got the 16 lotus petals. So that is called Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakram. All you have to remember everything because you have attended the classes. So the 16 petal this thing of the avarana is second avarana. It is called Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakram. The Ishwari of that chakram is Tripureshi. She is in the form of Tripureshi. And you can also, like Tripureshi can be like, she controls all the 3 bodies. Gross, Stula, Sukshma and Karanadeham. All the, what you call it as, in English if I had to translate it, gross, subtle and causal body. That is causal body. So she controls all the 3 bodies. So Jayat Sena, her army is always victorious. She possesses victorious army. Nistraygunya, she is the Mula Prakriti. Though the entire universe is created because of the different permutation combinations of the three gunas, in the beginning there were no gunas existing. The Brahma Rupam does not have any guna. It is only at the time of creation the three guna comes, but also in equilibrium. And the permutation of combination gives the variegated prapancham, that whatever we see now. So, Nisthre Gunya means Brahman, which is devoid of all the three gunas. Para, para. There are three forms of the Brahman. Para, apara, para, para. Para means enemy. Para, paradesha, paradesi. Paradeshi means outward, not your friend. I mean from outside. Apara means someone friendly. Para means neither this nor that. Known person, you can call it, is neither a friend nor an enemy. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Na me dvesho asti na priya. I don't have any enemy, I don't have any friend. There is no one hateful or dear to me. Para, that is a huge nama. Because there is so much in that. So many times I feel so like, not doing justice to the explanations. That guilt comes whenever certain namas come. But I cannot do anything about it now. Next we'll start. Satyajnananandarupa Samarasya parayana Satyajnanandarupa Samarasya parayana Samarasya parayana Samarasa, equality. Samarasya, okay? Kabardini kalamala Kama dukkama rupini Kabardini kalamala Kama dukkama rupini Satyajnanandarupa Samarasya parayana Kabardini kalamala Kama dukkama rupini
Satyajnanandarupa Samarasya parayana Kabardini kalamala Kama dukkama rupini
Kala nidhikha vyaga. See, the thing is, whenever the visargam comes before the kavargam, Kala nidhik kalamala. Okay, Kala nidhik kalamala. Kala nidhik kavyakala. Rasanya rasashevadihi Kala nidhi kala kavyakala Rasanya rasashevadihi Pushta puratana pujya Pushkara pushkarekshana Pushta puratana pujya Pushkara pushkarekshana Kala nidhi kavyakala Rasanya rasashevadihi Pushta puratana pujya Pushkara pushkarekshana
Kalanidhi kavyakala rasanya rasashevadihi Pushta puratana pujya Pushkara pushkarekshana
Satyajnanandarupa. Satyam, truth. Jnanam is knowledge. Anandam is the bliss. Truth, knowledge and bliss are three. There are so many three qualities we say. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Nityam Vijnanam Anandam Brahma. There are so many triads we say about Brahma to explain, because this is something, an experience that you go through. It is not something that has got a form. That is why Satyam Jnanam Anandam. Satyam Jnanam. She is in the form of Satchidananda Swarupam. Satta Ananda Swarupam. Samarasya Parayana. Parayana has got lot of meaning. The devoted to, intent upon, absorbed in, conducive, all those things are different this thing for Parayana. Samarasya, she is devoted to the principle of equality. That women's lip started from where? It is from Ambal herself. She is devoted to the, she says Shiva and Shakti are equal. So she says she's devoted to the principle of.
See, actually, if you see also, when in those days, you say Sita Ram,
Yeah.
Parvati Shivan. Like, it was
First
like
girl is always the name. Girl name is always given the prior first before that. Kabardhini. Kabardha is Shiva's name. Ka means water. Kabardha. Why? How Shiva got the name as Kabardha? Kabardha. What happens? Like, can you purify a flowing water? Water can be purified when it is still. Shiva's that matted hair had the ability to purify Ganges which is flowing. The Jada only cleans the Ganges now. That is the reason he got the name Kabardha. Kabardha, he got the name Kabardha because he has that matted hair that purified the flowing water. So, so that then it became sacred Ganga because it flows through his. So his consort is called Kabardhini.
Who got the Ganga?
Prahalada. Prahalada got the Ganges from the heavens. Akasha Ganga, after doing tapas. There's a long story of that, Prahalada's story, how he got the Ganga. And then, because of the force, they could not contain it. Shiva took it on his hair and it flowed through him and it came contained to the earth. That is how it is. Kala Mala. Kabardha Kala Mala. All the 64 kalas she is wearing as a garland. Kala Mala. She is Kamadhuk. She fulfills the desires of her devotee. All the desires. However small it can be, however big it can be. She fulfills every one of the desires of her devotees. Kama Rupini, she is in the form of Kamaha, is Shiva. When you say Kamaha, it is not Manmathan, only we call as Kamaha. Kamaha says Shiva. So he is in the Kameshwara Rupam. So she is also in the, she says there's no difference. Now only we talked about equality. There's no difference between her and the Kameshwara. She is in the form of Kameshwara. She is the source of all desires. Kala Nidhi. Kala Nidhi. She is the source of all kalas. Now we saw like she is wearing the garland of all the kalas. And she is the source of all the kalas. Kavya Kala. What is, which work is called a Kavya? Kavya, there is a, why some literary work is called a Kavya? There is a the qualification has got. It has to be a poetical work and with a coherent plot, with a single author. Okay, by a single author, prophetic, inspired, uttered by a sage. All these things. Wow. Simply any work cannot be called as Kavyam. We call even now Ramayana and Mahabharata are Kavyam. Mahakavyam. Kavyam, the term has been given to that for all these reasons. If you think about how it is, if you think about Ramayana and Mahabharata, all these things, they fulfill all these. That is the reason. Kavya Kala. Kavya means, Kavya is one of the art forms. Kala means part. Kavya is one of the art forms, and she is in the present in the form of Kavya. Rasanya. Rasanya is essence. Rasanya. Rasa means essence. The essence of the Brahman. Rasa is like, there are 5 rasas of bhakti they have mentioned. I have mentioned here. So that is Shanti, tranquility personified. Dasya bhakti. You have seen it in a lot of Bhagavatam stories where, like, many are, their bhakti towards Krishna is mainly dasya. Dasya, as a servant, servitude, as a servant. Sakya, as a friend. As a friend, Sakya. Bhakti can be anything, like Vatsalya. Like, sometimes the Bhakta become the parent of the God only. And like how, like, Krishna has been, like, if you see Bharatiya songs, Krishna is a playful small children, and everybody will be Yashoda behind him. Like, the bhakti of Yashoda is the highest form of bhakti. So that Vatsalyam is something, the love, the fondness of towards the Brahman. Krishna is the best example for all these things, like all the things only he fits into the part. Madhurya means love, that also he fits into it. Madhurya, love. How many people, like, even now all the gopikas were in love with him. So their love even now.
Gopikas are rishis.
I know that is in the previous this thing, but in this they are in love with him. But even now we say Gopika Jivana Smaranam,
Yes.
because that Jivan, for leaving everything for Krishna and living only for Krishna,
Yes.
is what they depicted, their lives depicted. So that even to think about it, that gives bhakti. Like, so all these things are different rasas of bhakti. Different rasas of bhakti, and she is in the form of that, all the rasas. Rasa Shevadihi. Shevadihi means inexhaustible quantity. These things, whatever the rasas, Brahma rasam she has, you can take as much, so many people can take as much as they want, still it is not inexhaustible quantity of the Brahma rasam. Rasa Shevadihi. Pushta means nourishment. Pushta means nourishment. She is called a Pushta because she has got all the 36 principles which I had explained long back in her form. Puratana, you all must be know. Puratana means old. She is the oldest, but she still looks young. Puja, she is worshipped by everyone. Puja. Pushkara. Pushkaram is like, again, Pushkaram has got a lot of meaning as such. Pushkaram is also known as a water body. Pushkaram. Pushkaram is also, she is in the form of all water bodies, you can say. Water nourishes everyone, so she nourishes everyone. Pushkara Ikshana means eyes. Pushkara has got one more meaning, lotus. She has got lotus eyes. Pushkarikshana. Paranjyoti, we have to start this. Paranjyotif Parandhama.
Paranjyotif Parandhama.
Paramanuf Paratpara.
Paramanuf Paratpara.
Paranjyotif Parandhama. Paramanuf Paratpara.
Paranjyotif Parandhama. Paramanuf Paratpara.
Pashahasta Pashahantri.
Pashahasta Pashahantri.
Paramantra Vibhedini.
Paramantra Vibhedini.
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 Pashahasta Pashahantri. Paramantra Vibhedini.
Pashahasta Pashahantri. Paramantra Vibhedini.
Paranjyotif Parandhama. Paramanuh parat para, Pashahasta pashahantri, Paramantra vibhedini.
Paranjyotif parandhama, Paramanu paratpara, Pashahasta pashahantri, Paramantra vibhedini.
Murta murta nityadrupta.
Murta murta nitya.
See, the thing is, the nama has got this has got three namas. Murta, Amurta, Anityadrupta. So don't take a break here. Till you say it in one go, then the meaning doesn't change. Murtya, Murta, Murta, Nityadrupta.
Murta murta nitya tripta.
Muni Manasahansika.
Muni manasa hamsika.
Murta, Murta, Nityadrupta. Muni Manasahamsika.
Murta murta nitya tripta. Muni manasa hamsika.
Satyavrata, Satyarupa.
Satyavrata satyarupa.
Sarvantaryamini Sati.
Sarvantaryamini sati.
Sarvantaryamini Sati. Na, not na, it is na. Okay. Sarvantaryamini Sati.
Sarvantaryamini sati.
Satyavrata Satyarupa. Sarvantaryamini Sati.
Satyavrata satyarupa. Sarvantaryamini sati.
Murta Murta Nityatrupta. Muni Manasahamsika. Satyavrata Satyarupa. Sarvantaryamini Sati.
Murta murta nitya tripta. Muni manasa hamsika. Satyavrata satyarupa. Sarvantaryamini sati.
Paranjyoti. Para means supreme, Jyoti means light. She is in the form of supreme light. Parandhama. Dhama means brilliance, like luster. Parama means, Parandhama means highest degree of excellence for her. Dhama means Tejas, you say, no? Tejas, brilliance. Paramanuhu. Anoraniyam. She is the smallest of the smallest. She is the smallest of the smallest. Smaller than the smallest. Anoraniyam Mahato Mahiyan. Bigger than the biggest, smaller than the smallest. Paramanu, supreme atom. Moola Prakriti, she is from which everything emerged. She is the supreme atom. Parat Para. Again, Parat Para is something of highest level of supremacy that we are talking. She is even above the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. So there is nothing beyond her. She is beyond everything. That is why she is called Parat Para. Pashahasta. Ambal has holding a noose, Pasha, the rope in her hand. Pasha Hasta. Why she is holding the Pasha Hasta? The next namakas. Pasha Hantri, to destroy our bondage, Pasha. To destroy our Pasham. So to drag us towards her, she holds the rope in her hand. Pasha Hantri. Paramantra Vibhedini. Para means hostile mantras. Hari mantra we call it as that black magic they do it. No? Those mantras, mainly the witchcraft, black magic. Vibhedini. Normally it is only different forms of Ambal. They are used in tantric forms. To break these Vibhedini means to break this, to break it apart. So to break apart these mantras, especially witchcraft and this black magic, all those things, Hari mantras they are called as, that abhichara mantras we say it is, to do something bad for others. Those mantras can be actually broken apart only by her worship. So she is like Vibhedini, she is the one who breaks it apart. Because Tantra is mainly used for this. So all the Tantras belong to her. That is the reason. Like Murta, she is with forms. Formless Brahman is perceived with a form due to our ignorance, Maya. So to us, because we are all bound by Maya, the formless Brahman looks with forms. Murta, Amurta, she's without forms. First one is, that is what, like if you take these two namas, Murta and Amurta, you take the Panchabhutas. We can see water, we can see earth, we can see fire. They have got some qualities you can see, the form that you can see. But air and Akasha, you cannot, how you are going to describe that? So,
we can feel that.
yeah, Akasha also, the thing that we look at in the sky, we call it as Akasha. So actually you cannot describe what it is like, how big it is, or how is the form. All these things are hearsay that we just talk about. No? So these two things are something like earth, water and fire are considered as Murtha, and air and Akasha are considered as Amurta, and she's in the form of all the five, because Panchabhuta. And if you see, so the progress of in the spiritual progress, how you can analyze within you. You start with a murti worship. You keep a murti. You start worshipping that. After some time, when you grow spiritually, the murti is not necessary for you to connect to the murti. You can, without even that form, without that statue, or without that foot, you are able to connect with that. So Murta happens in the beginning of your spiritual journey, and it turns into Amurta later. So long as, for as simple as that, when you for LKG, UKG, when you go to the play school, they start with an apple. They show, this is apple, this is apple, this is orange. They show each and everything else. After that, what happens? The moment they mention apple, they can connect with apple. They can connect. In the same way, first you need a form to connect. And once you get used to it, you don't require that form. That is why Murta comes first and the Amurta comes next. Anitya Trupta. Whatever we offer to her has got an expiry date. Whatever we offer to her, whether it is fruits, whether it is like even cloth that we are going to offer, flowers, or we prepare Naivedyam and we offer. Everything has got a date there. Anitya, but she's very happy with that. She's contented with whatever things that you are going to offer to her, even though it will not last forever. So that is what Anitya Trupta. But Nitya Trupta also Nama comes later. But this is Anitya Trupta. Muni Manasa Hamsika. We saw Bhakta Manasa Hamsika, Nama number 372 before. The same meaning here, Bhakta is turned into a yogi. He has become Muni Manasa Hamsika. Because this is a progression. Always all Sahasranamams, if you take, there are like, even in Vishnu Sahasranamam, primarily Vishnu Sahasranamam, there are repetition of namas in the course of it. So many times when we don't see it and we recite, we also make mistakes because we go back to somewhere we lost. Because the nama is getting repeated. Like practically, I am saying that it is not like it is wrong. It's not wrong. Why we say that? Shankara Bhagavapadal had given a beautiful explanation for that. It only shows the progression of the seeker. What happens in the beginning? The nama means something. As he grows in his path, his progression is defined. The same thing can give a different meaning to him. The same words, the same nama gives a different meaning as he progresses in his sadhana. So there is, it is called Punarukti Dosham. The dosham is the defect of repetition. Normally, any literary work has been like how good they are. Is always like, the yardstick is to see that repetition of words should not be there. So the repetition of words is considered as a defect. So the repetition of nama is considered as a defect. So the Bhakta Manasa Hamsika came first. Bhakta becomes, she is like a swan in the heart of Bhaktas. But Bhakta has now become a sage. We have come to the nama number 816. From 370 to 816, the Bhakta has progressed into a sage. So now she is a swan in Muni Manasa Hamsika. Next we will go. Satyavrata. No, we have finished that, no? Satyavrata. Now we saw Satyam, truth is the Brahman. She has taken a solemn vow. Vrata means vow. Satyavrata, observance of the truth. Yes. So, if you see, like, the sadhaka, who, like, not the deity is something we call the name. Any deity, it can be, see, like, if he's a real sadhaka, you can see them speak only the truth. Only the truth. Satyavrata, because when you become where you are connected with. If you are connected with the superior being or supreme being, when the supreme being is the embodiment of truth, then that also you get like, the vasana from there. So you also take the solemn vow of speaking truth and behaving truth and be truthful. So she can be attained only through the truth, speaking truth always. That is why Satyavrata. Next nama continues with that. Satyarupa, because she is the embodiment of truth, she likes only the Satyavrata. Because she is the Sarvantaryamani. We saw that she exists in each and every soul. She exists as the consciousness, Chitrupi, in every soul. So she exists in the form of every Sarvantaryamini, Antaryami. She is the Antaryami in every soul, Sarvantaryami. Sati means the one. Whenever I recite these lines, like, she is present everywhere. She is supposed to be the, chastity. Sati means she is meant for chastity. Pativratatva. Pativrata. She is called a Pativrata, Sati. Sati means chastity, no? That is why she is called Pativrata.
In those days, they used to say Sati for other.
No. That is like now let us be here only. Pativrata. Pativrata means that she is Sati. Sarvantaryamani, because we are not able to find her, she is still a chaste person. Pativrata. Sati nama came. I will tell you in the later one. Not now. The story we will go back later. Sati she is meant for chastity, and she was born as Daksha's daughter, Sati. Brahmani Brahmajanani Bahurupa Buddharchita Brahmani Brahmajanani Bahurupa Buddharchita Buddharchita Prasavitri Prachandanya Pratishtha Prakata Krutihi Prasavitri Prachandanya Pratishtha Prakata Krutihi Brahmani Brahmajanani Bahurupa Buddharchita Prasavitri Prachandanya Pratishtha Prakata Krutihi
Brahmani Brahmajanani Bahurupa Buddharchita Savitri Prachandagnya Pratishta Prakata Kriti
Praneshwari Pranadhatri
Praneshwari Pranadatri
Panchashat Pitha Rupini
Panchashat Pitha Rupini
Pitha Rupini
Pitha Rupini
Praneshwari Pranadhatri Panchashat Pitha Rupini
Praneshwari Pranadatri Panchashat Pitha Rupini
Vishrunkhala Viviktastha
Vishrunkala Viviktastha
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 Tastha
Tastha
Veeramata Viyat Prasuhu
Veeramata Viyat Prasuhu
Vishrunkhala Viviktastha Veeramata Viyat Prasuhu
Vishrunkala
Vishrunkhala Viviktastha
Vishrunkala Viviktastha Veeramata Viyat Prasuhu. Sorry, this Viviktastha.
Viviktastha.
Hasta.
First one is
Ha doesn't come there.
no,
Vivikt.
Vivikt, ik, it,
Vivikt.
Viviktastha, okay,
Viviktastha.
Viviktastha, okay.
Okay.
Vivik, you say split it as Viviktastha, okay. Vishrankhala Viviktastha Veeramata Viyat Prasuhu
Vishrunkhala Viviktastha Veeramata Viyat Prasuhu
Praneshwari Pranadatri Panchashat Pitha Rupini Vishrunkhala Viviktastha Veeramata Viyat Prasuhu
Praneshwari Pranadatri Panchashat Pitha Rupini Vishrunkala Viviktastha Veeramata Viyat Prasuhu
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 Brahmani, Brahma's wife, she is called. The energy of Brahma's wife is Brahma is called Brahmani. Brahma is called Brahmana, so Brahmani. Brahmi we call as there is one more Nama as Brahmi. Brahmani, Brahmi both are same. Brahma, she is the Brahman here, the one who gives the knowledge. Janani, she is the creator of the entire universe. She is Janani, she is the mother. Bahurupa, she is in the multifold form. She is the one who expands. We talk about the evolutionary theory here. So she is the one who expands into the universe. So she is in the multifold forms. Bahurupa. Buddha Archita, she is worshipped by the wise. Buddhi Archita, Buddhya.
That's why I think they call Buddha.
Buddha is different. Buddha is different.
Oh.
Now is Buddha. Buddharchita. She is worshipped by the
Planet Buddha.
Buddha.
Ah.
Not Buddha. Buddha means the wise. The one with the intelligent person, wise person. So she is worshipped by the wise. Not Buddha. That is Buddha. Okay. It is Buddha. Buddha. Not Buddha. Buddha is the one liberated soul. Enlightened soul is called Buddha. So this is Buddha. Buddha. No. Jupiter is different. Guru.
Okay.
This is Buddha. Buddha is Buddha. Prasavitri.
No, if you
She
don't mind,
produced.
tell me the planet. Which is that Buddha planet?
Buddha is Buddha only.
We have
Ganesha, Vignesha Buddha.
Ganesh.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. No, I was asking
Not
you
Buddhi. Buddhi is Buddhi.
No, we say, Mars, Venus, Earth, the next Venus.
I don't want to go away from that, please. Sorry.
Sorry.
Because I have to finish. I don't want to get diverted into planetary positions now. Prasavitri. She is produced everything. She produced everything. Prasavitri. Prachanda. She is wrathful. Because a mother is wrathful only to discipline the child. It is like that. So it doesn't mean that she hates the child. She only needs to discipline the child. That's the difference. So she is wrathful when she needs to discipline us. Wrathful, chanda, prachandi. Anya, that is the reason she commands. She doesn't say things peacefully. She says Nijanya Rupa Nigama Visavannama. So Anya means commands. She is the one who commands. Pratishtha. She is the foundation of the entire universe. Pratishtha. Prakata Kritihi. Prakata Kritihi means there are she says she makes her devotees famous. Like you can say Prakata Kriti. Known, very well known. Something like that. She says that everyone, she makes her devotees popular. Like we will leave it like that for the time being. Praneshwari. She is the chief of all pranas. Praneshwari. Pranadatri. Pranada, we saw she is the one, the same meaning for this. Pranadatri, she is the giver of prana. Panchashat Pitha Rupini. Normally they say 50 Pitas. Panchashat means 50. Pitha means her Pitam. So normally it is rounded figure as 50 Pitas. But the story goes like Sati we saw now. That is the reason I told now I will explain that. She was born as Sati to what is his name? Daksha Prajapati. Daksha's son, Daksha's daughter. She is born as Daksha's daughter. And when Daksha wanted to conduct the big yagna, he refused to invite Shiva, who is his son-in-law. So she gets angry. She goes and fights with her father. And she stays there in the tapas in the Agni and she gives up her life. So Yangam doesn't proceed. So in the Yogagni she gives herself up. So what happens? Shiva comes there and he sees the corpse of Devi. This is all Avadara Ragasyam. Like she puts her corpse on her shoulder and he does Rudra Tandava. An angry thing. He goes on Rudra Tandava and nobody could contain him. That time Mahavishnu comes with a chakra and I have told her these are all the stories we have been talking a lot of times. So what happens? This Mahavishnu aims the chakra at the Shiva and the chakra unfortunately or fortunately cuts Devi's body into 51 pieces and each piece falls in one place and each of the place becomes the Shakti Pitha now existing. 51 Shakti Pitas are there because the Pitha Nyasam when it is done. There are so many Nyasams I told you, we saw about the Yogini Nyasam, there is also Pitha Nyasam. Pitha Nyasam when we do it, we do for 51 Nyasam, 51 Pitha. Pitha Nyasam is done for 51 Pitas. But normally it is mentioned as Panchashat Pitha because Panchashat Pitha, this is all Pingala Sutram, Rupe Shunya, Pitha comes as one. The term 50 plus 1, Pitha, Rupe. Panchashat Pitha.
Panchashat you say.
Panchashat Pitha.
You say in Sanskrit.
This Sanskrit only I am saying.
I'm saying 40 is called Chatvarimshat. 50 is called
Panchashat.
Panchashat. I thought Dashwaramon and Dashwara. Panchashat.
Panchadashi means 15. 1-5. Panchashat is 50. So 50 is Panchashat Pitha is 50 Pithas.
I remember one more story also where Shiva was not invited.
That is what the story I told.
This is
Daksha in a story is what I told just now.
Where he was not invited.
Where he was not invited.
She went for that yagam.
She goes to fight for the yagam and he refuses to invite. So in the Yogagni, she doesn't want him to proceed with the Yagam, she kills herself. That is the thing. Okay. Vishrunkhala. Shrunkha means bound, like chain or handcuff or everything. So Vishrunkhala, she is not bound. There is she is the free entity, and that is karma is the one that binds all of us to earth. No karma is attached to her. So Vishrunkhala means the one who is not attached by any karma. She is not bound by any karma. So karma here can mean good karma as well as punya or papa. Both accrue karma. Punya karma and papa karma both get accrued in our lives. So they say whether it is gold or iron, handcuff is a handcuff. Whether it is a good karma or a sin, papa karma, it is still a bondage. Karma is bondage. Viviktastha. Viviktastha means reclusive places are where she resides. That's why people go to the forest and live. We are all living in the forest here. reclusive place. So reclusive places are her abode. So many people go to the mountains or forest to stay alone and think about her. Veeramada, she's the mother of all the warriors. We saw who are called warriors, so she is the mother of all the warriors. Vyat Prasuhu, she's the creator of the Akasa, the Parakasa that we talked about. She's the one who created it. Vyat Prasuhu. We will say two more. Mukunda Mukti Nilaya. Mukunda Mukti Nilaya. Moola Vigraha Rupini. Moola Vigraha Rupini. Mukunda Mukti Nilaya. Moola Vigraha Rupini. Mukunda Mukti Nilaya. Moola Vigraha Rupini. Bhavanya Bhavarogagni. Bhavanya Bhavarogagni. Bhavachakra Pravartini. Bhavachakra Pravartini. Bhavanya Bhavarogagni. Bhavachakra Pravartini. Bhavanya Bhavarogagni. Bhavachakra Pravartini. Mukunda Mukti Nilaya. Moola Vigraha Rupini. Bhavanya Bhavarogagni. Bhavachakra Pravartini. Mukunda Mukti Nilaya. Moola Vigraha Rupini. Bhavanya Bhavarogagni. Bhavachakra Pravartini. Chandasara Shastrasara. Chandasara Shastrasara. Mantrasara Talodari. Mantrasara Talodari. Chandasara Shastrasara. Mantrasara Talodari. Chandasara Shastrasara. Mantrasara Talodari. Udara Kirtir. Udara Kirtir. Uddhama Vaibhava. Uddhama Vaibhava. Udara Kirtir Uddhama Vaibhava. Udara Kirtihi Uddhama Vaibhava. Udara Kirtihi Uddhama Vaibhava. Udhara Kirtir Uddhama Vaibhava. Udhara Kirtir Uddhama Vaibhava. Varna Rupini. Varna Rupini. Udhara Kirtir Uddhama Vaibhava. Varna Rupini. Udhara Kirtir Uddhama Vaibhava. Varna Rupini. Chandasara Shastrasara. Mantrasara Talodari. Udara Kirtir Uddhama Vaibhava. Varna Rupini. Chandasara Shastrasara. Mantrasara Talodari. Udara Kirtir Uddhama Vaibhava. Repeat it. Udara Kirtir Uddhama Vaibhava. Varna Rupini. Udara Kirtir Uddhama
Vaibhava Varnarupini.
Chandasara Shastrasara Mantrasara Talodhari Udarakirtiruddhama Vaibhava Varnarupini.
Chandasara Shastrasara Mantrasara Talodari Udarakirtir Uddhama Vaibhava Varnarupini.
Mukunda, Krishna got the name Mukunda, he gives liberation. The one who gives liberation is called Mukunda, and she is in the form of Mukunda, because Kadachit Lalitha Asani Bhumruba Krishna Vigraha. She says in the Lalitha Sahasranamam Purvabhaham, like, I am in the form of Krishna in the male gender. In the same way, Krishna says the following verse in Mukunda Pundarikacho Ratna Bedevi Paradhe. See, the thing, Kadachit Tadya Lalita Bhumrupa Vishnu. Krishna also says in this thing, I am in the form of Devi when I am in the feminine form. The same way, both of them agree with that. Mukti Nilaya, we say Mukunda, the one who gives the liberation. Mukti, she is the abode of liberation. So moksha, mukti. Mula Vigraha Rupini. Mula Vigraha is, she is the root of all Shaktis. All forms, Shakti forms are her form. The supreme form is called Rajarajeshwari. So she is the Rajarajeshwari of all Shaktis. Bhavanya, Bhava means lot of meanings are there. Bhava, opinion, behavior, like seat, Bhava, disposition, all those things. Bhava, Bhavanya. So she is like this, like, she is the one who is in the form of that Bhava, Bhavanya. Bhava Rogagni. See, Bhavanya is different. Bhava Rogagni. Bhava Roga. Roga means disease. Bhava here means samsara. She actually, as a disease, she cures the disease of samsara. Bhava Rogagni. She cures the disease of samsara. She alleviates the miseries of samsara. Bhava Chakra Pravartini. Bhava again here means the samsara. She's the one he keeps rolling this Bhava Chakra all the time. So it seems like, you are born again, you come again, you just go again. It is like, it is a chakram, it is a wheel, and she keeps continuously rotating that wheel. Chandas Sara. Chandas means, it is normally, we say Vedas as Chandas. The essence of Vedas are called Upanishad. She is the essence, the Upanishads carry the essence, she is in the form of Upanishads. Shastra Sara, she is the essence of all the Shastras. Shastra Sara. Mantra Sara, she is the essence of all the mantras. Sarva Mantras Swarupini, we saw it. Thalodhari, very slender waist. Thala means flat. Thala means palm. It is flat. Flat waist, stomach. So no paunch here. So flat waisted, slender. Thalodhari. Yeah. Udara Kirti. She, like, her fame prevails everywhere. As I told, she makes her devotees famous. Both are like, Udhara Kirti. She gives that fame to her devotees. Udhara Kirti. Uddhama Vaibhava. Uddhama, limitless Uddhama. Dhama means bound. I told you it is binding. Uddhama means without any, beyond the boundaries. So there is no binding things like. Uddhama Vaibhava. Her glory is limitless. Varna Rupini. She is in the form of all letters. Varna Rupini. We'll stop with this. Okay? We'll recite whatever we have learnt so far from Veeraradhya. Veeraradhya Virat Rupa विरजा विश्वतो मुखी प्रत्यग्रूपा पराकाशा प्राणदा प्राणरूपिणी मार्ताण्ड भैरवाराध्या मन्त्रिणी न्यस्तराज्यदूः त्रिपुरेशी जयत्सेना निस्त्रैगुण्या परापरा सत्यज्ञानानन्दरूपा सामरस्य परायणा कपर्दिनी कलामाला कामधुक्कामरूपिणी कलानिधिः काव्यकला रसज्ञा रससेवधिः पुष्टा पुरातना पूज्या पुष्करा पुष्करेक्षणा परञ्ज्योतिः परन्धाम परमाणुः परात्परा पाशहस्ता पाशहन्त्री परमन्त्रविभेदिनी मूर्ता मूर्ता नित्यतृप्ता मुनिमानसहंसिका सत्यव्रता सत्यरूपा सर्वान्तर्यामिनी सखी ब्रह्माणि ब्रह्मजननी बहुरूपा बुधार्चिता प्रसवित्री प्रचण्डान्या प्रतिष्ठा प्रकटाकृतिः प्राणेश्वरी प्राणदात्री पञ्चाशत्पीठरूपिणी विशृङ्खला विविक्तस्था वीरमाता वियत्प्रसूः मुकुन्दा मुक्तिनिलया मूलविग्रहरूपिणी भावन्या भवरोगग्नि भवचक्रप्रवर्तिनी छन्दस्सारा शास्त्रसारा मन्त्रसारा तलोदरी उदारकीर्तिरुद्धाम वैभव वर्णरूपिणी।